Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 1 of the Degenerates podcast. The name is a work in progress, but that's what we're going with here. So, the 4 people, well, there's 5 people here actually in the same room. Our audio engineer, you want to use your real name or you care? Okay.
He cares.
Do you care that I use your real name?
It's
Okay.
Hawkfrost34.
So it's Hunter, or Hawkfrost34. We have Big D over there.
Why did you call me that? Just call me Dave.
Okay, fine. I'll call you Dave if that's what you want.
Oh my.
And then we've got
No, don't say my name.
okay,
Don't.
Ian here, and then lastly we have Jared. Okay, so now that the formal introductions are out of the way, Dave, what's that smile on your face over there for? You got something to say?
You like to talk a lot.
I do like to talk.
I'm laughing because okay, we gotta start over, guys.
Shut the fuck up. Okay.
No, it's
yeah.
funny because you're the only one talking.
Well, I know because I'm the host, so I'm trying to intro.
No,
here.
I'm the host.
Shut the fuck up. You're not the host.
Dude, I'm
Okay.
gonna run this podcast into the ground.
I know you will. If you keep making me go off topic, then yeah, you probably will.
Oh,
run
what's
into
the topic?
ground. Okay,
what
well,
is the
I was
topic?
trying to introduce the topic before you fucking interrupted me.
I didn't interrupt.
Okay.
I answered your question. What are you smiling about? I said because you're talking a lot.
Okay, well, so
Because you're talking a lot.
the first topic at hand that I would like to discuss, if everyone else is okay with this, all right, is I'd like to discuss everyone's opinions on
Palestine?
Palestine. No.
Free
I'd like-
Palestine.
No,
Yes,
actually, I wanted to start off. I wanted to
Palestine.
start off with something a little bit less political. Which I mean, I don't know. You can consider this political or not, but I wanted to go with the idea of microtransactions and, more importantly, like
Palestine.
online gambling. Like that's really something that I've been thinking about a lot, and I think needs some more discussion. Thoughts? Anything?
No, I got nothing.
No, you got nothing on this. do you just want me to talk for like an hour? Is that what you want?
Free
No.
Palestine.
That's some. I'm not gonna go off topic, but it reminded me of my U.S. history teacher. But yeah,
Who was your? Wait, which one?
you don't know it? I'm just my U.S. history teacher. At
What?
At college.
Oh, okay. I thought you
No,
meant like
not
in
at
high
high
school.
school.
That's
No,
what I
no,
thought
no,
you
no,
meant.
Dave
Okay.
goes to college.
Yeah, that's Big D goes to college.
Because she just like goes off, you know.
Insane.
It's
Oh,
like
just
all
like
that.
and like rants about random shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's what history professors do. Like, that's why I want to be a history professor, Dave.
I thought you wanted to do a podcast.
Well, there's a lot of Dave. There's a lot of things I want to do in life. Okay, I'm a very ambitious person, as you know.
so you want my opinion on microtransactions?
Yes. Well, I would say more like not necessarily microtransactions, more like microtransactions that have to do with like loot boxes or any sort of like gambling based like microtransaction system. Like Overwatch, for example. Like that's the easiest one because everything's done through loot boxes. I don't know. You can pick like League, although with League you can buy stuff or whatever. So what's your opinion?
My opinion?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, you can't. If you base your game around like loot boxes and the like to make the primary amount of money,
Uh-huh.
then your game should be R-rated.
Really?
It should be 18 and up.
Wait,
like,
why?
See it? What's a game that's? I think CS:GO. I mean, they're doing things to like counteract that.
Yeah, the whole thing that they did with what country? I can't remember what country it was, but the whole X-ray case opening thing, where like instead of the system goes now, instead of you buy the case, you buy the key, you open the case, you get the gun. Instead, it's you buy the case, you see what's inside the case, and then if you want to open another case, you have to buy a key to open that case.
Oh yeah.
So technically, that's not considered gambling in the law of whatever country. I think I don't remember what country it is. It's some European country. But I was really see. So here's my predicament. Okay, my predicament that I have in terms of microtransactions is I am a diehard Magic the Gathering player, and the thing about Magic the Gathering is the whole game is based like in terms of getting like acquiring cards. The whole thing is based on like RNG. You
And
know?
I think that's pretty dumb.
Well, I mean, you can go buy singles, but I'm saying like when you're the new player or whatever, you got to go like you buy the booster packs essentially.
Well, I think that if you can have an advantage by purchasing more, then the game's pretty dumb.
So
Like that makes it pay to win.
So you don't approve of Ghost Recon Wildlands then?
No.
The one that just came out where every single aspect of the game is monetized?
If you have a game and your player can pay more to have an advantage
Mm-hmm.
over anyone else, whether it's a video game, a card game, I think that's pretty dumb. Because then like that makes it so that you can just pay more and you would automatically have an advantage over other people.
I agree, but I also disagree. I think it depends on what the item that you're buying is. Because we could just use Magic the Gathering again in this example. Sure, you can have like $500 worth of cards, but if you're dog shit at the game, then you're still dog shit at the game. Like the cards don't make you better.
Well, it's not about the people who are bad at the game. It's about the people who are good at the game.
Okay.
And like you got two real good players. Yeah, we're real good at the game. We're playing for some money.
Yeah,
We're
okay. playing
playing for the good stuff.
Yeah, cash
Right.
prize.
Good stuff.
But oh wait, I'm like a poor like urban guy who doesn't have any money.
Mono red player.
So but I'm facing some rich guy who has all the good stuff, all the
Alexander
good
Rich.
stuff.
Yeah, no, you see,
And there's a clear advantage with the people who have better cards that are worth more money compared to the people who don't have the money to buy the cards. I think that is a really dumb thing.
okay, well then, how would you fix that then? Would you just do, because there is no card game. There's not a single card game on the market that doesn't operate like that.
All right.
Like every single card game, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering, even fucking Artifact.
The artifact's good.
Like, yeah, again, like, all right, we're kind of getting a little off topic. I'm talking about card games more than actual video games, but you get my point that I'm trying to make. My point is that I think that they need to, in terms of like gambling mechanics, like loot boxes or any sort of like RNG based microtransaction. I think the game should automatically be rated. I don't think it should be rated M. I think it should be rated A/O, because gambling is a serious problem. And trust me, I would know if you fucking went and you looked at how much money I spent on League. But yeah, no, I mean, it's a serious problem for people like myself and other people that are just very weak-minded and just have like some money to throw around. It's very easy to just go and drop 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks on a game that you've already bought, and you're like, it's great, because you're like, oh, I paid for something and now I'm more powerful, but you also feel like shit because you're like, I just fucking paid for pixels. You know what I mean?
League doesn't make you more powerful. It's the skins, right?
Paying for
Yeah, well,
pixels,
skins.
money.
Well, I should say it makes you feel better. Like
Wait, what?
no, it does make you feel like if you buy something in a game, you're like, oh yeah, that's fucking.
Well, I'm fine with
Like-
that because it's
Yeah,
it's
and
not
then, like, a
game
month
changing.
later, you're just like, shit, I don't have money for gas.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not game
doesn't feel
changing
great.
though. The League skins aren't game changing.
No, they're not.
Oh wait, no, but you have to buy the characters, don't you?
Yes, you do have to buy
Alright,
the
okay, that's
characters.
kind of stupid.
Well, it's a free to play though.
Yeah,
It's free to play, so that's their excuse.
You can buy the characters, or you can wait until you level up to get champion things, or you can just play a few games and get enough currency to buy the champion.
Yeah, I mean, like
and there's
you.
also like free week champions as well.
Yeah. So
Nah, I still think that's pretty dumb.
Hey, well, Dave, before they reworked it, you had to buy all of your runes and masteries as well.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, you had to buy all that
bad.
shit.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Wait, so could you feasibly grind out every single league champion
I mean,
Like for free?
for free?
Probably not.
I think that's
No,
kinda-
I'm not doing it
I-
because the way that I do it is I buy the pass that they sell. Because the pass, let me explain it to you. So the pass, every time they have like a seasonal event or whatever, they come out with a pass, and it's like 1625 RP. And the reason why I get it every time is because I am trying to get every champion in League of Legends. And in my opinion, the best and cheapest way to do that is you buy the pass for like, I think it's like, well, you have to buy $20 worth of RP because League's fucking scummy, and the way that they have the prices
Yeah, it's
set.
scummy. You agree with me?
Oh, it is scummy.
scummy.
Yeah, no, it's well, Dave. You have to understand. I'm like at this point, I'm probably about $1,000 deep.
That is ridiculous.
Dave, no, you wouldn't. If you saw
$1,000.
like how much money I've thrown away over the years between Counter Strike, Overwatch, Apex, and League of Legends. I mean, it's legitimately easily over $5,000.
I've only
Easily.
ever spent money on Counter Strike, and it's less than $100 for sure.
really?
Yeah, I guarantee you. Well, actually, maybe not. It might be a little over 100.
I've spent a lot of money on Counter.
Yeah,
I spent a lot.
I've spent a lot as well.
Can't lie about that.
I don't mess with that stuff. It's not worth it.
You're right. It isn't worth.
Actually, you know what game is worth paying money for? Warframe.
No.
Warframe was so good.
No.
I don't know about paying money.
Well,
I don't
no,
know
but that's
about
only.
Me and Robbie would agree.
Okay,
me and
well,
Robbie
here's-
love that game.
So here's my
Have you
issue with
watched-
Warframe.
have you ever
okay?
watched Stars video?
I literally was talking to
Star?
Robbie, and I'm like, I would buy this is the only game I would buy like currency to actually support the game because I like it so much.
Really?
Like I was like, I will buy currency to support the game.
you really like Warframe that much?
Yeah, but I'm playing other games
Yeah.
right now. But if like
Okay.
I had nothing to do, I'd be playing Warframe.
Really?
I
Wow.
love Warframe.
I legitimately
Dude.
didn't know that. See,
Have you watched Star's video on Warframe?
I have.
I haven't.
Yeah.
Remember how he's like, "There's no point in spending money on that game."
No, there is such a. What do you mean? There's
Well,
such
he's
a-
like because at the time, I guess I don't know about anymore, but like he's like literally just like everything you can get, or like most of the stuff he was talking about, you can just get without spending the money. It's just like not worth.
You
the
can.
money.
You
The way it
yeah.
works is you can grind items, and there's a trade there's a website where you can trade these items, and these items are worth a certain amount of premium currency, and it's really active. And basically, you just grind items and you get premium currency, and you can buy the stuff that's like better.
Yeah. Well, see,
That's why I don't think it's scummy because you can actually grind that stuff, and
Yeah.
like it's not out of the reach to like.
Well-
You say I want this item, this prime item. That's only you can only get it from premium currency. I can just grind stuff and get premium currency.
right. I do think it's a really good system. Honestly, the reason why I always hated Warframe was I just fucking hated that whole waiting system. It made me feel like I was playing a goddamn mobile game.
What waiting system?
Where when you craft stuff, you have to wait.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, like I can't. I'm sorry, man. Any game that's got that in it, nope.
I think
Nope.
it's fine.
Honestly, that was really what I probably spent most of my premium currency in Warframe on. Is
think it's
just
fine.
speeding those things up.
I think it's fine because you can have multiple recipes going at the same time.
Yeah.
Like you can just be like, all right, I'm gonna put these on to bake, and I'm just gonna keep playing Warframe and keep going. And like the game isn't like not fun when things are cooking. Like a mobile game would be like, okay, I'm upgrading my freaking town hall, like it's Clash of Clans or something. Like I don't really have much else to do except upgrade this town hall right here.
Right.
But like Warframe is just like, all right, I can just keep doing what I was doing. I got my stuff, and then like 12 hours later, oh cool, I got a new gun.
Yeah, but like, no, I'm sorry, I can't. I don't think it's a good game mechanic. Like, I know why it's in there. It's because it's a free-to-play game, and it's to encourage people to speed it up, to spend money on the microtransactions. I get it. But no, I'm not gonna deal with it. It's not a thing that I typically enjoy in video games. Do you want one?
These guys aren't using them.
Yeah, well, I mean, just
Like
pop
Degenerates
over
or
here.
Fiends.
Just swing it around. Like, go sit over there. Sit on that stool right there.
Sit, boy.
Sit.
I mean, I can chime into conversations, but like,
Like
Yeah,
Warframe.
We're like
Just
we're
swing
like
around.
playing this
Warframe?
game.
Like Warframe?
We're like playing this
Yeah, I
game
like
right now. Like
Warframe.
honestly,
I have
Just
the,
swing
kinda
the mic
hard
around.
to
You
speak.
can swing. Hey, no, the other way.
I think I'm having a heart attack.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm stealing your mic.
All right, he's still in the microphone. Okay, so would you like to introduce yourself? Even though I introduced you at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm the
little
sound guy.
Bitch. Yeah, the sound guy.
The sound guy. I'm the guy who took the bullet and tried to. I mean, it's my laptop, so yeah, I am the sound
AKA
guy.
he was the only one that had a functioning computer. Well, I mean, we have computers, but Jared, whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyway,
It was a group effort.
yeah, it's a group effort. That's all that matters. Anyway, did you have something in mind that you wanted to discuss?
I mean, you're talking about Warframe.
Yeah.
I agree that system's kind of flawed. I mean,
Yeah.
I also get why it's in there, but like, Warframe's one of the more healthy free-to-play games. A lot
It
of free-to-play
is,
games are very
yeah.
toxic, but Warframe, have you seen like they consistently pump out like what are they like the different kinds of
Operate. Well, they're called Tenos, is what they're called.
Warframes? They're called Warframes, right?
No, Tenno is the person who
The person.
operates.
They're
yeah,
each
the
different Warframes.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Like
right.
they're like
you're
they
right.
just came out with a Grendel or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and they keep pumping them out. And like even like all their they come out with cinematics. That one song, did you hear that one song? We all lift. You know that song?
We all live in a yellow.
Nope, that's not the one. That
even
is not the
close.
one.
Wait, that's
Not
not
even
it?
close.
Oh.
Nope.
Nope. Not even close.
But like they have this really good song, and it's just like good stuff coming out of a free to play game.
It is good stuff.
yeah, you don't see that. Well, also because Warframe's a pretty old game. Like
Yeah.
Warframe's been out for a pretty long time.
Well, old as in like. Not like old, not like RuneScape old.
Well, okay, when I say old, I mean like at least 10. That's what I mean by. I'd say like 10. And I think RuneScape or not RuneScape's been out for longer than that. Hasn't Warframe been out since like 2010?
I don't know.
Like
It's not 10 years old.
I mean, I know it's an old-ish game because I remember watching a lot of like alpha gameplay
It's
on
not
YouTube
10 because
when
League
I was
just hit
very
its
young.
10-year anniversary, and I know League's older than Warframe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, so then it might be younger than that. All right. Well, that's fine. I mean, it doesn't really matter all that much. Okay, so I think we covered that topic pretty thoroughly. You have anything else? You have anything in mind that you'd like to discuss, or would you like me to keep
I
rolling?
mean, I talked about it in the Discord, but I bought a bird. Buying a bird.
Yeah, you're buying a bird. I think I'm gonna be real with you. I think you're gonna hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna
because of the noise alone.
dove. It's not gonna make that much noise.
Bro, birds make like fucking hella noise. Dave knows. Dave knows.
Dude,
Dave.
Dave
has a
Yeah, birds make hella
Why don't you
noise.
just take
I don't
my
care.
bird? Why don't you just
See, I
take
don't
my
care
bird?
about noise.
Just take my bird.
You don't,
I don't want
care
your
about
bird.
noise.
You don't like
No.
my bird?
Have you never had a dog?
No.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
I just don't.
You're
like
gonna
it.
care. Trust me.
Doesn't make any noise.
I probably will
Lucky.
care about noise,
I
but
just, in general,
that's
don't
fine.
think birds are very good pets.
No, they're not.
Unless you like know how to do it well. Like you allocate like a lot. Like you allocate an entire room for your bird.
and I might get to that if I like it enough.
Yeah, no man. Something about flying shit. Like I could never have anything that
I don't
flies.
know.
as a
I've
pet.
always wanted a bird. My dad, he always growing up. He's like, oh, I want an African, the African gray parrots, the ones that talk and are really smart. He's always. I was talking to him today. He was like, I really want. I told him like I'm getting a dove, like I'm getting a bird. He's like, oh, that's nice, but you should get an African gray parrot. I'm like, yeah, but they live for like 50 fucking years.
Yeah, they do. And they're like a
Yeah,
lifelong companion.
yeah, exactly. They're very expensive too. They're like hundreds of thousands of dollars for one of those.
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands.
Not hundreds of thousands, maybe like a 10. No, the African grays, those are expensive as shit. You can probably look it up.
$100,000.
I mean, bro, you can buy dogs for like millions, can't you?
yeah, but like really
Yeah.
like bred. Like,
Yeah, like
purebred,
the what was it called?
What are
The
really
Tibetan Mastiff. That's what that's called.
Tibetan Mastiff.
The
Yeah.
the most expensive dog ever sold is a Tibetan Mastiff for like a few $1 million, and only because it had like a really nice coat of fur, and they sold it in China for some.
Probably to skin it.
I hope not.
Yeah, well,
The dude looked miserable. It was like, you know,
it's
like
probably a genetic abomination. Like it's probably the equivalent to like the Habsburg chin. Like that's like you ever think about that? Like with dogs, like the amount of inbreeding that must go on in terms of dogs. Like
Can you imagine if humans were like that? Like after a while, like you get bred, like they find like a really attractive woman and they find a really attractive man, and they're like, all right, we want the best baby ever, and they make him have a kid, and then they keep breeding him, and then you come out with like a face that's like bloated and like.
well, that's what happened. To, you ever looked up a picture of the Habsburgs?
No.
Their chin is like. It's literally like it looks like a troll face.
Crimson chin.
Yeah, like they literally had a huge overbite, and they had that like the whole reason why their empire fell was because the kid who was supposed to take over the throne had like that blood disease where like if you bleed, what is it? Where like if you bleed a little bit, you die.
Yeah, your blood is so thin that you just like.
Yeah, like there's no blood clots.
If girls had that, they have their period and they just and they're dead.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's
And you're just like,
Yep.
you know.
Yeah.
Well,
Whatever that disease is called, yeah, that's what
Yep.
the fucking kid had, and that's the whole like.
I remember learning about
Yeah,
that.
he like tripped in like his room, and he fucking died.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he couldn't. It's like, and well, you also got to remember. I think this was also before modern medicine, so they were probably like, oh, he needs to drain the bad blood out.
I love how we got to this because what was I saying? I was saying
Yeah, you were
I was
I was
talking
talking
about African
like,
gray parrot.
Yeah,
You're
Paris.
talking to, yeah.
And we got the blood, kids falling over,
Dude,
dying.
that took like 5 minutes to go from like, yeah, the macaws are pretty expensive to this guy died because of blood.
Well, listen,
Anyway,
this
bird. Back to the bird.
This is just what I do, dude.
Yeah,
I told
looked
you,
it
I
up.
ramble.
I looked it up, and they're like 4,000.
They're expensive. They're expensive birds.
But, oh, that's how much the bird is?
Yeah.
$4,000?
The African gray. Not a macaw. I was talking about African gray parrot.
Gray parrot,
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah, a few $1,000s. It's expensive.
Just sell your computer.
Yeah, right.
You wouldn't even be able to.
No, no.
Oh man, I would never want something
But
like that.
I went to PetSmart today. I ordered the cage. Very nice cage. I know exactly where it's gonna go. Oh, the look on your face tells me you would never do this. know.
I would never go to PetSmart to buy a pet if that's.
No,
what
I'm
you're
not buying it at PetSmart. Not at all. I'm getting it. I already know. I'm ordering it on the internet, right?
asking. The
It's
interweb.
gonna come in an Amazon box.
No, no. I looked it up because you want to make sure
With,
that
like,
it
just a
comes
couple
from.
air holes in it.
Yeah, no. You want to make sure it comes from a place that's like reliable and they don't treat their animals like slaves and
Yeah.
products.
From a
No.
good neighborhood.
Yeah, right?
You don't want it to be some gangbanger bird.
No, but I looked it up and it's like
birds
some
live
place
violently.
like poultry they're really good and then they ship and they make sure like they're taken care of. So when it comes, they're gonna like email be like it's coming on this day. You gotta go to your post office and pick that shit up because it's gonna die.
It's gonna die. Yeah.
So I'm gonna check my email every day for this bird. It's not a regular dove. It's not just like a white dove. It's a tangerine orangey colored, really pretty dove.
Okay.
And I ordered that today. Doves are
They
it is
can
white.
be.
So
So
white.
hey, my fallback career will be a dove breeder, and then I'll like you can like rent me out for like weddings and shit, and I'll be like, you know.
Yeah, if you don't release doves at my wedding, you're dead. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to be your friend.
No, I would. Fuck that.
I would do that. That sounds something I would love to do.
Be a bird caretaker, a bird
Like
breeder?
like a dove breeder.
You wanna be a bird? You want to be bird breeder? What are you a
breeder.
fucking bird breeder for?
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Sure. I don't know. Breeding is fucking weird to me.
I think pets. Pets. If you're gonna have a pet, I feel like you have to like either like that's why dogs are so good as pets and cats because you can just let them roam around your house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like having pets that are like ensnared in cages. Unless you like have a massive cage
Right.
where they can roam around.
I understand that. That's a reasonable thing. That's why if I got more than one, I'd want to get a way big cage. I want to get like a huge cage because I'd feel the same way. I'd be like, well, they're kind of trapped in my room for like, you know.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't want it. No. Birds. Nah, not my thing. So. All right. Well, that's interesting. So, Is that it? Is that?
Yeah, I guess on the next podcast, if I get this bird, I'll give an update.
Okay, yeah.
Update on my bird.
Sure.
If you
Yeah,
have
bird
any
update.
good bird names, I'm up for. I don't have a name, or it's up in the air about what name. It's a boy.
Alberto.
No, it's gonna be a male dove. It's gonna be orange colored.
Just name him. Just name him after like a fucking Warcraft character.
Yeah, why would I do that?
I don't know. Just give him like a badass
Thanks.
name. Name him like Illidan. That's a pretty fucking cool name.
Come here, Illidan. That's so
Yeah.
gay.
What do you mean that's gay?
Name him Thrall.
Thrall. No, name him. Alright, can you guys fucking not, please? Be quiet now. Alright. So, anyway, let's go for the next topic here. Would you like me to provide or
No.
no?
What's your favorite Waldo book? Where's Waldo book?
I've literally never read one.
What?
Magic Treehouse book.
That Treehouse is pretty good. Good, but I won't be able to remember a single one.
Yeah, me. I think I read like 2 of those books.
You ever wait?
No, I was no, Dave. You know what we were? We were American Chillers
Yo,
boys.
dude,
Yo, Jonathan Rand came to
Yeah,
our.
Jonathan.
He came to my elementary
Yeah,
school.
he came to all
Yeah.
of the district schools.
Yup.
Yeah.
And he signed the book Nuclear Jellyfish in New Jersey.
Dude,
Yep.
I
That was
literally
our
have that
shit.
book in my room right
You
now.
could
I have
probably
it
sell
too.
that for a lot of money.
Oh yeah, I'm
Like
sure.
$20.
I'm sure.
A whole, probably not even.
Probably sell it for like half the price you bought
Yeah.
it for.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good
Yeah.
book. Those are good books.
For a kid, sure.
My favorite was Sinister Spiders of Saginaw. It was a
Dude,
Michigan chiller.
Yeah, I remember
the
that
Michigan
one.
Chillers, dude.
See, I never liked the Michigan Chillers because they were like, they all took place in Michigan, and I thought that was really boring. I was like,
Yeah.
I like the idea of American Chillers because it was like, so there's gonna be 50 books. Has he written all 50 yet?
Probably. Dude, he really cranked those things
Yeah,
out.
he did crank them out. Well, because Dave, like, they're pretty formulaic books. Like, you know what I mean? They're for kids. So
Wasn't the New Jersey one like really new?
it was like, yeah, it was brand new, and it was like only number like 23, I think.
Yeah, it was like 23, 24.
Yeah. And there needs to be at least 50 of them. So yeah, how many is he up to? Do you know?
No, I don't know yet.
No. Okay. Well,
Jonathan Rand.
yeah, Jonathan Rand. What a guy! I remember, dude, those fucking glasses that he wore. You remember those things?
Oh yeah.
Those like, ugh, those things were creepy, bro.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Very interesting. All right. Well, I guess. You have an answer?
Wait, to what?
No. Well, I'm saying like, I'm going to introduce another topic.
Oh, something more serious?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Do you want me to be serious, or do you want?
I just want to see.
Hold
you
on,
naked.
I want to
You
look
just
up.
want to see me naked?
Just a little bit.
I want to look
I
up
mean,
American
I'd like
Killers.
to not have that happen.
Can
That'd be
I-
nice. To not be stripped.
I-
Nude. All right.
Hold on.
So
No, I'm not done yet.
Well, you're both looking up how many fucking American chillers there are.
He's at 43.
43, huh?
The most recent one is Robotic Rodents Ravage Rhode Island. And it came out last year, May 30th, 2018.
He's still
Damn.
cranking them out.
So he's only got 7 more to go.
He's slowed down.
He's only got 7 more to go, bro.
Arctic
Yo.
Anacondas of Alaska.
When's the new Diary of a Wimpy Kid coming out? That's what I
How
wanna
many
know.
are they on? Like 8?
I remember I used to buy all of them. But
I think I bought all of them up to what was the summer one? Dog Days?
Dog Days.
that was the last one I bought, I think.
There's definitely more.
No, there are definitely more after Dog Days.
There is a. Sorry to interrupt. Vicious Vacuums of Virginia.
Yeah.
Robotic vacuum cleaners come to life is the description of the
No,
book.
no. What was the one? I think it might have been a Michigan chiller, or no, it was an American chiller. The one where they all got trapped in the mall when the mannequins came
Dude,
to life.
I was just thinking about that.
Was that like? It must be like Montana or Minnesota, or something like that.
I think it was Minnesota.
Yeah.
I'll find it.
It was
Yeah,
one of the-
Minnesota mall mannequins.
Yeah. that's the
Aliens
one-
take control of mannequins to take over the world, and they've already taken over the Mall of America, trapping 2 friends inside.
I remember that one.
That was a good
I remember-
one.
That was a
That was a
good
good one.
fucking book.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Just fucking reminiscing about shit. Oh god. All right. Well, No, we got time. We still got time.
No, we got no time.
We
left.
still got time. We're good. Okay. Well, I guess I can introduce the next topic if you boys would like.
Oh, the next topic.
Yeah. I mean, I can just babble on forever. So what do you guys? So like, how do you guys feel about not turkey sandwiches?
Palestine.
No. You want to talk about Palestine?
Palestine is a legitimate state. Israel is an illegitimate state.
Dude, you probably you shouldn't say that.
Why?
Is that your opinion?
Yeah.
Is that your are you
Okay.
walking in your antics?
I'm a gamer. I can say these things.
Can you? Are you? I forgot. Fuck, you're just as oppressed as they are.
Yeah, I am super oppressed because of that.
Let's talk about that for a minute. Let's
My
talk about how
views.
oppressed the gamers are. Like, we are literally the most oppressed group
Dude,
on the
I'm
planet.
about to go to my my English class tomorrow,
Yeah.
and some guy is gonna give a presentation on why incels are oppressed in society.
Wait, are you serious?
This is going to happen tomorrow.
really?
Because he was like, this is what happened last week.
I think I remember you telling me about this, but tell the podcast. Just
Oh yes.
this is a good story.
This guy, we have to write. One of our final essays is writing about. It's a superhero essay where you have to write about a
okay.
group that they think is like abused and mistreated in society, and you have to write about a superhero who would like have these
Represent
changes to help the group. And
Okay.
one guy, he's like the teacher's like, anyone have any ideas of like what group that you're gonna think about? You think that needs like saving or like helping? Guy's hand shoots straight up. He's like involuntary celibates, and I'm like, here we fucking go. No one knew what an incel was except for me in that class. And he's just talking about
Is he an incel?
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He was talking about like he had like definitions.
But
of
okay,
this.
okay. Well, wait. But so, how is he gonna this? Because it's hate speech. Being an incel is hate speech because you're literally saying that like women are worthless and like are evil to society.
That's what I kind of want to start a ruckus tomorrow.
Are you gonna argue with
I'll
them?
record it. I'm gonna raise my hand and be like, yeah. So that was a good presentation, right? Because you have to present what you're gonna write about tomorrow.
Don't you have to make a superhero?
Yeah, you have to make a superhero that's gonna help that group.
Bro,
Oh, I
can't even
cannot
imagine.
wait for the
Dude,
name of this superhero.
Dude, I probably don't have the balls to do it, but I really, in my head, I'm thinking like, I want to record this, and I just want to go off on this.
Well, you
guy.
can definitely record it for sure. Like you
I'll
just like
record.
put your phone like to the side
Yeah,
and
well, I'll
just,
just audio record.
or you can just
Yeah,
do that.
yeah,
Yeah,
like-
that works.
And I just want to be like, you realize that every definition on the internet labels incels as racist, misogynistic people who believe they are entitled to sex, and these definitions have been proven because of the Reddit, like the subreddit of incels was literally taken down
Yeah.
for being racist and misogynistic
and hate speech.
and
yeah.
having hate speech. I want to see what his reaction would be.
Yeah, like I can't, because I've never met somebody IRL that's an incel. Like so
Well, you probably have, just not someone who's been so open
about it. Yeah, I can't even, like an open incel. Like wow, especially like because how old do you think this guy is? Like, is he our age or older?
Definitely around our age.
Okay.
You should definitely go off on him.
I would.
Like, just basically tell the class.
Well, no, because he's probably gonna just Dave. Honestly, he's probably just gonna embarrass himself.
Probably just gonna shoot up the class.
Oh God, yeah, you might not want to go to that class tomorrow.
Nah.
I'm my own superhero.
No, he would. I don't think he would actually do that.
No.
My superhero is the Joker. Because he lives in a society like I do.
That's true.
Well, we were talking about like oppressed people, and of course, the most oppressed race is like gamers.
Gamer.
And when you said that, it brought me back to a vivid memory I have. I don't want to like name names on here of people that have done wrongdoings to us in case
Yeah.
in the future someone watches this and they're like, ah. But we'll just call him MD, right? So someone, maybe afterwards I'll tell you guys who MD is.
Oh
Okay.
wait, is it someone from middle school?
Yes.
Yeah. I
You
know.
probably know exactly who
I
MD
think
is.
I
It's his
I,
initials.
I was in a fight with him once.
Yeah. Anyways, I remember everyone used to bully this kid, right?
Uh-huh.
And
You should try to get a little closer. Get a little closer.
yeah. So people were bullying this kid. He's a bit of a chunky kid. Do you know who I'm talking?
Yeah, I know he's.
Yeah.
I got a couple ideas in mind, but
anyways. So everyone like bullied him, and I felt bad because I was like, he doesn't need to be like, he's fine. He's doing. Everyone was like, he's annoying. Blah, blah, blah.
I liked
He
it
wasn't annoying to
because
me.
He did a show and tell. He did show and tell in history once, and he was like, "This is my phone," and he just played on his phone for the. I thought that was so funny.
I mean that's pretty smart.
Yeah.
It's like you couldn't bring your phone in at all.
Yeah.
Middle school.
So I was in the lunch line, right? It was me and Robbie, and I don't know how it came up, but he just turned around and he said in front of like this whole crowd of people. There was a bunch of girls there, a bunch of jocks or whatever they go, and he was like, "I like you guys. You're gamers just like me," and everyone heard it. Everyone, and I cannot remember a moment where I was embarrassed more than that.
Gamers like me.
You know, it's really interesting.
Amen.
It's really interesting you say that because I remember having a conversation with do I want to say his name? Cue Ball. I remember having a conversation with Cue Ball.
Everyone knows who that is.
Yeah.
That's fine. Who cares? Who
I'll
fucking
use
cares?
I'll use my guys, my Elder Scrollix. That was his Instagram name.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, I remember very specifically having a conversation with him where he was like, you were like the only person in middle school to like ever like talk about like video games. And I was
He
like,
gave the same thing to me.
I was like, what the fuck
I
are
got
you
the same
talking
thing.
about? Like, literally, like what fucking guy in middle school isn't obsessed with video games?
Remember
Yeah.
that one legendary Black Ops 2 game between those people?
Oh, the match? Yo, okay, no, that's still on Talon's channel.
The 3v3.
Yeah, the 3v. No, is that what it was?
I don't
No,
remember
it was
this.
the it was the 2v2, wasn't it? It was on Raid. I remember it was on Raid.
I don't remember
Was
this.
it the 2v2 or the 3v3v3?
What was
watched this? Actually.
what was
Fuck it,
the
I'm looking at Talon's channel.
what was the wait? What was the 3v3v3? I don't remember that at all.
I think it was actually just it was you, Charlie, and I think Robbie against like a group of jocks against another group of jocks. And that was
Yeah, like some of the most popular people in school. were-
Yeah, and they played Call of Duty, and we were just like, oh, I bet our Hugs clan can beat your clan.
This sounds
That's exactly
legendary.
what happened, that's how it started. I think that we won, but.
I think
This
they
sounds
did.
legendary.
Yeah.
How did I?
heard of this?
No.
Talon were
This-
the casters.
This
You casted it?
No,
Yeah,
they
you
did.
casted
It's on YouTube still.
That's so awesome.
It's still
I
on
have
YouTube.
to watch this.
Yeah. It's
I wonder
on
if
Talon's.
the one-
It's his
hold on.
old channel, not his new
Who
channel.
were the quote unquote jocks?
Dude, I have like
The
zero
quote-unquote
recollection
jocks,
of this.
The only one that I remember is Jack Muller.
Oh.
That's the only one that I remember.
I legitimately
That
have
was
zero
one of the-
recollection of
Wasn't
any
John-
of these
wasn't-
events.
wasn't John Diaz in it?
I think
He probably was. He probably was.
Yeah.
Dude, that was so.
And
That's-
now we're just sitting saying.
We're just gonna fucking name.
No one listened to this.
Hey, you don't know.
The only people who are gonna listen is like our other friends.
That's true.
Yeah.
Who cares?
And if it doesn't get popular, we'll stop.
What is Talon's old channel?
And what? Where are we even gonna like post this on YouTube or something?
Yeah, I'll put it.
Just
Yeah,
the group
I have the file. You'll.
send. No, all you have to do is just. Here, I'll tell you after the podcast. Doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Okay.
Did you find it yet? This channel.
What channel?
I-
Is
well-
it just the Great Talon?
The Gradalon.
What's the newest video on his channel?
I think it's Gearbox Please.
Is it,
Probably.
how old? Like how old's the video?
A month ago.
Yeah,
a month
then-
ago, Gearbox Please.
Yeah, then that's not his. That's his old. Or that's his new channel. You gotta go find his old channel.
Because this one has the Walking Dead series. It has the Destiny video.
The-
It
Oh,
also has.
Wait,
all
you mean
of
the-
his,
The Destiny
all
video,
of his
yeah.
Launchpad videos.
No, the Destiny video. I know that. I know
The
that.
Destiny
The
video.
Destiny video.
Oh man. See, you
His
know what?
oldest video is Minecraft awesome builds. So
You know what
Yes.
sucks is
Love
that,
that.
that video. I'm so upset because that Destiny video is literally unwatchable because of all the fucking garbage that Talon put in it.
oh my god, I remember this video. It's when I think this was like 7th or 6th grade when I got a microphone. I got a mic that had autotune in it, and he named the video Autotune Fun.
Wow.
I remember that.
I'm actually gonna go try to like take a deep dive on this because I like legitimately want to go find this video.
There's
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat stuff.
Great.
Oh my god, some of this is actually just like, oh, I don't want to click on this.
Some-
It's actually just me talking, and it's so crazy.
Some fucking dude. I looked up the great. I looked up the great Talon, and the only thing that comes. Look at this, Hunter. Here, look at this. I looked up the great Talon, and the only thing that comes up are
Halo
fucking
Wars.
League of Legends guides for Talon.
Halo Wars with Air
love
Shadow
that.
and Hunter.
Oh.
What?
Halo Wars.
I've never played Halo.
I think that was Henry, and it's called him Hunter.
I was gonna say I've never played Halo Wars in my life.
Hold on, I can actually Halo Wars is so much fun.
I played Halo Wars once.
Do I not?
Oh my god!
You find it? Is that the one?
No, it's just the countdown. I forgot you
Oh,
did
well,
that.
that's Talon literally had. It's funny to go back and watch some of his old videos because like he legitimately didn't have a fucking clue what he was doing.
The archives.
Yeah, go back in the archives. I'm not subbed to his channel anymore. I'm not subbed to it anymore.
Did you find it?
Anyways, that
That
match.
sounds like you, Hunter.
Is it?
Maybe you
Have
played
you
Halo
played
Wars.
Halo Wars?
Not in my life.
Hmm. Maybe you were just in the background. Who knows? All right. Well, but anyway, what were you saying? Hunter?
Oh, those matches sound legendary.
Air Shadow.
Oh yeah, well they back in the day, man. Like back in, I say, it's that's enough. Okay, can I actually? This is a topic that I actually genuinely want to talk about. Is the idea of like nostalgia because nostalgia.
S&D
Like I hate the fact that I get nostalgic over things that are like less than 10 years old.
Well, yeah.
Like
What?
I
well,
get
the
nostalgic
best-
for things that
How
are
is
like.
that a bad thing?
because
You've been alive. That's like half of your life ago.
no, well, okay, so like the example that I give is like Black Ops 2, right? Like that was because Black Ops 2 and Borderlands 2 are my two favorite games of all time. And I remember when we used to play those games, like thinking to myself, like, man, I can't wait for like the next Call of Duty because that was like at the point when like Call of Duty Ghosts came out, and it was supposedly going to be like the best Call of Duty ever, blah blah blah. I remember watching the reveal trailer like every single fucking day before I went to school.
Yeah.
I was like that obsessed with it. And then I remember like it came out and it was so shit that it like genuinely put me in like a depressed state for like a couple months because the game was just so ass. And
was
when you're like a
bad.
12, 13-year-old, when something like that you spend so much time is bad, like your whole fucking life crumbles.
Yeah.
Bro, I cannot find it.
No? That's a shame.
I remember. Here's a story.
Master.
I remember around the age when Black Ops 2 came out, and everyone was hyping that game up.
Yep.
They're like, "I'm gonna play it the day it comes out." I think I told the story to you. I'm gonna play it on the day it comes out.
This is it. Oh, this is the 3v3v3 I was talking about.
Okay, but who's in it? Does he say it in the description?
He doesn't say anything.
Of course he
How is it
doesn't.
3v3v3?
Was it
I didn't
Bla-
even know you could do that.
Yeah, well it was in
It was in custom.
yeah, custom games. It was that they had a playlist for it in Black Ops 2. They had the it was like multi-team or whatever. I remember that. I never played it, but
Oh, here it is. Here's the people on the teams. I don't know their names, but hold on. Who is TC Orange again?
oh,
That was Mike Palladino.
Mike Palladino,
Okay,
yeah.
so it's Charlie, Mike Palladino, and Robbie on one team.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, because he was. I remember at that
The
time.
Jolt clan on one team. I don't know who.
The Jolts clan.
Who the fuck was that?
That was like no, that was Muller. Muller was in that, wasn't he?
Yeah, but it wasn't Jolt Clan.
Yeah, he was. Or no, was that Dyer?
Yo, it's up.
Was that
I
Dyer?
don't think it was. Dyer was still para something at that time, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was still. Was he
Actually, hold on. Let me
Parabrisi, I think his name
Let
was.
me see something here. I want to see if I can.
Dude, this is like we're taking such an OG dive into this. Oh, dude, the monster, dude, what fucking song is that?
Oh, that's Flight.
Yeah, Flight. Oh, that's so 2012. Holy fuck.
I know my old Monster Cat, and that's like my trivia right there.
Yeah, man.
By Tristan and Bracken.
Oh my god, that
I
audio
know I
quality,
listen to this because I know that I'm in this too.
bro. That audio quality.
Dude, I need to listen to it. Wait, what's this video called?
Yeah, what's it
Send it
called?
to-
Put it in
yeah,
Discord,
put it in the Discord. Put it in. Put it in the Discord.
I wanna.
Oh my god! No way, dude. There's no way, dude. No.
Play a little bit of that through the mic. Play
No,
a-
don't, because it's gonna sound like shit.
Oh yeah. Well,
We should just. No, what's the video called? What's it called?
It's called Hardpoint Clan Battle.
Is that really what it's called?
That's
Hardpoint
hilarious.
Clan battle.
Dude,
Wow.
Who's
Hardpoint is
Tropics? Tropics.
oh shit.
Dude, I loved Hardpoint.
Because it's the only one that I can't read because it's terrible video quality.
No, I
I
thought.
mean, there's Paradrone or whatever.
Is that Paraglow? That's Aunt Carrera.
It's not
I remember
Yo,
Paraglow.
I know.
Yeah.
Paraglow is Aunt Carrera.
Well, I mean, if it's Para, they were obviously they knew them from
It was
somewhere.
it was like DJs, it's DJs, BJ, and NJs, and then it was like Paradrone or something like that.
Okay, well, we'll figure it out later.
Anyway, should I continue my story? I was
Yeah.
telling?
Uh huh.
So, days are counting down to the release of Black Ops 2, and everyone at school is hyping this game up.
Mhm.
I played a little bit of Black Ops 1. The problem was my grandmother was so adamant about no M-rated games
Mm-hmm.
that I was stuck playing like dumb. I forget what games I was playing, but it was shit. It was
Yeah.
awful. All my friends were playing
Naughty
Call of
Bear.
Duty.
Dude, naughty. Okay, can we talk about?
No,
okay.
let me finish my story.
Naughty
I already got.
Bear.
I already got.
T-rated.
Have our next topic loaded.
Okay, all right.
I already got interrupted once. So I live with my grandparents. For people that don't know, my grandmother raised me very religiously. I'm not religious myself though. But she was like very adamant about no M-rated games. They're too violent. But whenever I went over to my dad's house or my mom's house, I got to play M-rated games all the time.
Yeah.
So Black Ops 2 is coming out, and I talk to my mom and I say, I need to play this game on release. I need to. We had pre-ordered it at GameStop near her house, and I was to play it when I went over, which was not for the foreseeable few days.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I'm freaking out. I'm like, I need to play this game when it comes out.
Yeah.
So I said, can you get that game to me on the day it comes out?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, yeah. And on the day that it came out, I got off the bus, and she messaged me. She's like, I'm on this, like an actual drug deal. Like an actual drug deal.
Laptop should still be on.
Yeah.
Because the mic's not on it.
I had a little bit of a power outage. Are they good? It should be good. Yeah. If not, oh well.
That's fine.
Anyways, like an actual drug deal, my mom parked on the side of around the block in a brown paper bag, not drugs, not weed, but Black Ops 2. And I went, I grabbed it, I ran as fast as I could downstairs, opened it, took the disc out, put it in my Xbox, closed the case, and put it in a Monopoly box. Like I remember, I had it was like Monopoly themed for something, because Monopoly is themed in everything now.
Right.
But it was like something themed Monopoly, and I hid it underneath the board, like really good hiding spot.
Yeah.
And it's still there. The case for Black Ops 2 is still there to this day. I don't know where my disc is, because I think my 360 I sold.
Dude,
But
that's
and I
that's
played
hilarious.
Black Ops 2 with everyone else on the day.
You know, I have a similar story to that because I remember Borderlands 2 when that was coming out. Everyone was fucking playing it, and I was like, dude, I have to get this game. And again, the same thing happened to me. My mom was like, she looked like, because I like brought her downstairs to like, because it was like the credit card was already on the Xbox, so I was just like being like, hey, I want to buy this or whatever. And so like she saw on the side that like, you know, because Borderlands, at least for like, I don't know, for like a 12-year-old, Borderlands is pretty. It's at least worse than Call of Duty, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And like my mom, she saw like, I think she saw like partial nudity that was on the side, and she was like, "No, you're not getting this game." So, but I remember she let me buy Borderlands 1, which
Borderlands 1's worse.
yeah, it was way because I remember like playing Borderlands 1 for maybe like 4 hours, and then being like, "Dude, this game fucking sucks!" Like, and then about a month later, I remember my mom finally let me get Borderlands 2, and yeah, I mean that's really it. Like,
Yeah.
I was hyped for Borderlands 2 so much when I saw the reveal trailer. 'Cause I love Borderlands 1.
yeah.
And I saw that reveal trailer. I was like, oh my god, I literally can't wait 7 months. I remember watching it at my grandma's house. Just like, I
Yeah.
cannot wait 7 months for this. Like,
Yep.
this is so incredibly
I
hype.
never heard of the Borderlands series until my brother had Borderlands 2 and was playing it in front of me. And I'm just like, what is this game? He was like, Borderlands 2. I was like, alright. And then I walked away. And then you guys all played it. And I was like, oh, I have that game. And then I started playing it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good game. It's a fucking great
Another game that I remember that I had to get when everyone was playing it was Crisis 3. That game was like I went back
I
and
never
played it a
played
while ago.
Crisis 3. Literally never played
I
it.
played Crisis 3.
I never played a
Crisis
Crisis
3
game.
was so much fun.
Crisis 3 when that game came out. I got it, and the graphics to me at that age were so like I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, revolutionary.
Yeah, they were revolutionary.
I was like, I went back
Especially
and
on
played
console,
the yeah.
like-
I went back and played it. And I was like, this looks like dick. This
Yeah,
is
well,
like
of
awful.
course. Yeah, it's like when you like the other day, like I went and I dug up like my Game Boy stuff, and I was like, I want to play some of these games, and like you have you like the idea of what the game is in your head is a like rose tinted modernized version with like better controls, better graphics, like better everything.
Yeah.
But when you actually go and fucking play the games, they're shit.
He's like, I
They're
played
so
this?
bad. They're so bad. But, I mean, that's just how far games and technology as a whole has come in just a few short years. Like,
Yeah.
especially Crisis 3 seemed like it was super ahead of its time. Because like I feel like there wasn't a game that was similar to Crisis 3 until like Titanfall, really.
Yeah.
Like Titanfall is pretty. I mean, like they don't have like the bow and arrows, but like other than that, it's like in terms of the
Very
movement
similar.
and the mechanics, it seems pretty similar.
Yeah. Can you imagine like you were saying like back then it was nothing in comparison to how it is now. Take like me, like 6-year-old Pokemon Leaf Green on the Game Boy me,
Uh huh.
right?
Man.
Yeah, I played. Nah, Diamond was good.
Take-
Diamond was mine.
Take that kid, bring him in the future, put him in VR, put him in like Super Hot or
Oh,
like
yeah.
Beat Saber,
Uh-huh.
and like watch his mind explode. That'd be kind of
Oh,
that'd
yeah.
be kind of cool.
Dude, like I can't even imagine what kids today must like think about that kind of stuff. You know?
When I have kids, I'm gonna make them play a Game Boy. Well, not make them. If they ever want to play a video game, I'll make them play a Game Boy
force
first
them.
and be like, you need to beat a game on every device before you get to
you gotta
the
work your way up.
Xbox.
You gotta work your way
work your way up
From the bottom.
to better
And
graphics.
that's literally what I'm gonna do. And watch him just be like, oh my god, this is so
Yeah,
good.
like
to make
beat-
him appreciate more games.
That's not a
Yeah.
bad idea.
I mean, yeah, that's well, dude. I've thought about kids like a lot, and like
This is a big
Hate 'em.
topic.
no, this is actually a big topic for me. I don't unless I meet like the woman of my dreams who is also the greatest mother ever. I never want to have kids. I never want to have kids.
Understandable.
Yeah, I
Never want
agree.
to have kids.
I don't want to have
Kids,
kids either.
kids fucking suck. I would know because I was a little shit. Kids suck.
I was a very well-behaved kid.
No, I was to my
I wasn't.
parents,
I was a brat.
I was a piece of shit.
I was a
yeah.
brat.
I was a total.
And I'm
piece
an
of
only
shit.
child, so it makes it worse. I'm glad I turned out okay. I think.
I think I. Well, I don't know. Maybe
We'll see.
We'll see.
We
I
still
think
got a lot of
yeah,
time
we
left.
Still got time left.
There's still time. Yeah, I got time.
Yeah, I got time.
Uh,
yeah. No, man. I mean, it's like I don't want kids because honestly, the idea of like raising a kid like today terrifies me because like my mom tells me because like she fucking she's like a stay-at-home mom, so like she just like tells me shit that she sees like when she goes out to like get groceries or
Yeah.
whatever, and she's always like when I'm at the grocery store and it's like a little kid, they always just hand them like their phone or their iPad, and like and she was like, well, back when I raised you, it was like I had to bring like like little books and like little things for you to like keep yourself occupied
Yeah.
with, and I like that. I don't like the fact that the phone is now the babysitter.
Everything.
I don't like that. That is not.
Well, you can raise your. Well, if you have a child, you can raise your child to make it so then that's
Just
not.
beat the shit out.
Right, but you can.
You can make it so it's not.
I like that.
But okay,
That's
yes.
what most people do, just because it's like the old.
What'd you say, Bobby?
Yeah.
To make it so it's not like
The problem at hand, Jared, is
boy.
what happens when they get to kindergarten, and by the time I'm assuming that by the time that like I would be old enough to have kids, by the time they get to kindergarten, like they're all the other kids in the class are gonna have fucking phones.
discipline.
Slay them.
No, because I wouldn't. Nah, because I'd give in because my parents gave in.
I mean,
I would.
the kids of this age are gonna die anyway. We're destroying the world.
It's
Yeah.
it's
That's an
when
amen
I was-
moment right
when
there.
I was teaching at the Ritz, it's not the same thing because they're not my kids. But
Can't
like,
beat the shit out.
yeah, you can't beat the shit.
Would you
out
beat your kids, Dave?
Oh yeah. Nah, I told you I'd probably I probably won't have kids, but if I would adopt.
Really?
It's not a bad
I would
idea.
adopt someone that's not baby.
Baby, like
I
a
would-
toddler,
I would-
like 3, 4,
I would adopt like
5, 6.
I would adopt like a 6-year-old kid.
6-year-old.
Yeah.
But
The,
that would-
the age
that would
right
only
over like
be-
toddler where they're not like a little piece of shit.
They don't shit their fucking pants,
Yeah.
and like they can speak English.
Yeah, man. That's that's like the part.
Speak English. You're asking
like
a little
the
too much.
first,
If I would adopt a kid.
adopt a Canadian because they're gonna be sorry about everything.
No,
That'll be nice.
if I would adopt a kid, I would.
A little
I
Asian
would
boy.
adopt one from like a really strict place because they'd be like, they would already
thank
be
you.
trained. They'd already be trained. Like if they fucking do something stupid, they're getting.
Dave, I think you're looking for a dog.
No.
You're looking for
Dogs
a
is,
dog.
that's
You're
that's
just
probably
gonna-
what's gonna happen.
You're just gonna beat.
No, I'm not gonna beat them.
Yo,
Like,
Michael,
they already have
Sit.
the brain. Like it's cemented in their brain. Like
Pavlonian.
oh, if
like
I like do something really stupid, if I fuck up and I know like that I shouldn't have done that, like I'm gonna get the belt. But like I'm not gonna like beat them like a freaking orphanage would. They would just have the thought in their brain.
okay,
already.
yeah, but then but you can't. No, it doesn't work like that because eventually the kid's gonna figure out. Wait a minute, this isn't the orphanage anymore. I can just fuck off and do
No, but
whatever.
They would appreciate me because I would be like, I'd take them aside. I'd be like, you know what you did, right? And then they'd be shitting their pants at this point, and it'd be like,
Yeah, but you know they'd eventually test it.
No,
Then
eventually, no.
that's-
Kids, you think kids
No,
are
they-
way dumber
no,
than
no,
they
no,
are,
They
bro.
test me, they're getting the belt. They test me, they're getting.
Yeah, I was
the
gonna
belt.
say Dave's smarter than that. He'll.
I'm like,
No
I'm not
way
gonna
would
hit you.
Dave
I'm not
just,
gonna,
like,
I'm not gonna belt you.
not.
You have to.
I'm not gonna
teach
belt you
them.
like the orphanage.
They're not gonna come out and just be like, yes, I know all of the diplomatic.
That's no. You only
like they're not gonna
Here-
be Einstein. when
here's
they
the-
come out.
here's
you,
the-
you only beat
You
your
need to
kids
teach
if they.
them.
You only beat your kids if they fuck up and they know like they were doing something wrong. Like if they didn't know they were doing something wrong, then it's be like, okay, so you did something really fucking stupid. But like that's okay because you didn't know that.
Also, hold on. 2-minute warning.
Okay, all right.
Just
Well,
because it's already passed.
yeah, it is. Well, I would say that.
Beat your kids.
Yeah, I think that's it. Well, yeah, well, no, because if you do it like that, because if you do it like that, Dave, then like how are they ever gonna learn anything?
Oh, they'll learn.
Like,
How do you
they learn real
discipline? How do you discipline your kids? Like spanking? I think that's stupid.
That's how
It never
I was
hurts.
raised, and that's how I'm gonna do
Oh,
it.
yeah, spanking's a good idea.
Fuck, man. I
It
legitimately,
depends on how-
I don't even want
it
to think
depends on
about
how bad it is. It depends on how bad it is.
I think a
If it's
square
like-
punch to the forehead is a
Make
good.
them
like, gung, 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 you know.
Fisticuffs, you
make,
know?
make them run naked in the yard with a paintball gun. Keep running, boy.
Chung, chung.
Just
No.
be like every time you do when they're like conscious and can like remember things. Basically,
when they're conscious, as opposed to unconscious.
The 2 hours they're allowed to be conscious in my house where I belt them into unconsciousness.
Oh my god.
Sleep time, boy.
No, not the paintball gun.
Start
Gung, gung,
running.
gung, gung, gung.
You get the
Okay.
speedball one with the huge trigger.
All right.
Well, let's go
wind
ahead and
down.
Wrap this up here because we
Moral
need
of
to,
the story: beat your kids.
Yeah,
shoot
moral
them
of
with a paintball gun.
Yeah, so moral of the story is beat all of your children. Remember floss. That's important. Remember the floss. Yeah, so no, not yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do a proper outro here.
Alright, bye.
So this has been episode
Thanks for
1.
watching.
This
Make
has been
sure to
episode.
like, comment, subscribe.
If you don't shut the fuck up, I
Turn it
will.
off, Hunter. Turn it
Don't
off.
even think
Right
about
now.
it.
Turn it
Don't
off
even-
right
I
now.
am the host. I am Dave. I am asserting my
This is
authority
my
as the
house.
host. I am asserting my authority as the host, and I will say that I would like to thank anyone and everyone who's watching. This is the pilot, obviously, since it's episode 1. Yeah, I'm a pilot. We're trying to work all the kinks out, because I genuinely do want to make this like something good, something special. So, if you're interested, be sure to fucking sub to the channel. And yeah, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel for it. Be sure to sub to the channel, and just fucking any sort of comments or any sort of likes or anything like that are super appreciated. Well, thank you all for watching, and good night and good morning.